Hello. It worked. This is me contemplating my life's decisions and what I really want to say, because I didn't really practice anything to be scripted. Staring into the abyss, disassociating a little bit. Contemplating. Trying to use the remote. Well, that's fun. Okay. And trying to turn on the light, which you can't do without turning the recording off, and then turning. That's really bright. Can I turn it up? Do I need it? I didn't need it. It was very bright. There we go. Something just dropped in my kitchen or something. The weight of
Go. Do it.
and here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys. I'm reheating pizza, and that's what that beeping was. But I just wanted to come on here and say hello and introduce myself. My name is Nathan Sellers, and I am trying to start this YouTube channel as a way to solidify some things that have been cultivating in my mind of how I want to kind of continue to my creative process, but also help others on this journey as well. And I have notes. I try to make this as unscripted as possible, but we don't want to be waiting for me to think out of my butt. So I've been thinking about this for a while now to just get some sort of project started, and I wanted to, but also kind of like in a Julie and Julia manner of blogging, but vlogging a creative process to not only help myself, but maybe someone else in the process of discovering and creating, but also, feeling an emotional side to it of how things the way they are, and just creating a community of that notion as well. So I grew up with an innate ability, like I'm sure a lot of you did as well, of just knowing how things work and or having a very, very curious mind as to how those things work, and you just kind of continue to build on that creative process, and whether or not the output is life-changing or miraculous or not, it seems almost more important and more fun, and the lessons come from doing the actual thing than the result itself. The result itself is ultimately the mirror of the thing that you're trying to work through, and you ultimately see the thing as the process. Whether it's art, cooking, sports, and anything, planting, knitting, and I feel like the question of what do you want to be when you grow up always threw me for a loop, because I loved to do everything, or at least I knew life offered so much that it was kind of overwhelming of what I really wanted to do. I tried to take the path of being an engineer because I knew that could possibly open up a lot of doors, but I still to this day kind of want to do a lot. I have found my niche in a way with what I currently do, but I wanted to just kind of expand on that. I felt like me trying different things and vlogging them would help others in the process of just thinking about doing something else or doing something new, or even just doing something once to know that you don't want to do that. And I think the most fun part will hopefully be when I do start this process of exploration, that I meet some really cool people that do all this stuff that I want to do in the process, and learning their story and how they came about. Blank sticky note. Their hopes and dreams, and like I said, the emotional side that comes to that, to try to understand and how to factor in other people's wishes for you, your family, what you think you're telling yourself you need to do, versus what you actually want to do. And those two could be one and the same. It just is a matter of the perspective, and I just love seeing people full of joy with whatever they're doing, that it's so much of an inspiration to everyone else, that whatever is positive and culminates something in your heart that you want to express to other people is, through whatever it is, gives people insight to something else in their life that they may be struggling with or that they've been thinking with. And like I said, whether it's painting, ceramics, knitting, cooking, acting, singing, running, making YouTube videos, I just love seeing other people and myself doing the thing, and I especially love when they are, even if they're not an expert, but they have a excitement in their heart to share, to help teach what they know. That is another level. If you just have the excitement in your heart to then with grace present what you know to other people, that's a really cool thing to see in people too. Is even if, like I said, if they're not an expert or they don't have the experience, even if they're just excited about it and want to tell you what they know, that's an amazing thing too, because they are now in a perspective that is aligned with how they're thinking, and they know that they might be wrong, but they just want to get it out there anyway. So there are so many lessons, like I said, in doing the thing itself that I find somewhat profound, and I would love to just document the process of that too, as well, of just I feel like there will be many points in the process where I learn things about myself, about other people, and the other people that I'm with will learn things the same that I do. And so the ultimate goal is that I plan to do something different every month, and find some professional, or it's not professional even, just find someone who's in the craft or whatever it is that I want to try to do. Sometimes it could be something that I've done before, like painting, or I don't know. I was learning how to make pasta the other day. I received my grandma's pasta machine that you crank, and I was thinking it was going to be this big ordeal, and it was actually pretty easy, except for there is a ravioli connection that you can do. It turned out to be a little bit of a struggle, but I was just so happy to do it and do something, and just do something new that, and I just have to keep reminding myself that the end goal was not the goal. It was just doing and learning and having grace for myself, and just an openness of learning to move forward. And so each month will be something different, hopefully. This month is how to start a YouTube channel and work all the cameras, and try to be more comfortable with my presence on a digital platform. My vocal abilities of speaking aren't that great, so you'll have to bear with me for this first video, because it might be a little bit of a struggle, but I don't care. I think the first 3 weeks will be me doing a little history research of the topic, and maybe reaching out to someone initially, of like getting a feeler for their schedule and trying to find a good time to record with them, and maybe it might turn into a little podcast session where I'm interviewing them. The second week of me probably giving little shorts on YouTube of little introductions of what I'm going to do. I don't think I'll totally reveal every month at the beginning of what it's going to be. I kind of would like to be a little bit of a surprise, but I think through the shorts you guys would probably be able to figure it out after 2 or 3 weeks of what could be the project. And then probably, so the first 3, I'll probably finish doing the thing within 3 weeks, and then the 4th week will be he rested. No. Well, maybe a little bit. I was trying to be funny with a yoke, biblical yoke. Me trying to be so in my head about how stupid that was. So the 4th week will be me editing these videos and doing the production side of things, and I still need to learn. Well, I did a little bit of YouTube. I was watching YouTube to do YouTube to learn what cameras to buy, which I didn't splurge on anything for this first effort, but I think as things evolved, and maybe I'll invest a little bit more in technology, and I was learning about how to post a YouTube video, how to edit a YouTube video. So I'm just about done with all that. I just need to kind of take what I have so far. I still would like to interview somebody that has a YouTube channel. So that would probably be my next step. I'm kind of doing things a little bit out of order of how I initially just said them, but anyway. And the 4th week will also probably include a little exit interview of myself and maybe the other person or persons, of what we liked, what went wrong, what could have gone better, just general thoughts, and then go on to the next project. I've got somewhat of a list that I want to do, but it will probably kind of come down to who I can contact first, or what resources I can acquire as I go. The title of this channel, I initially thought that I wanted to do a podcast, just have my own podcast, but that kind of evolved after a bit of really thinking of what I wanted to do, because I wanted to still do all these projects. And then like having a podcast was one of the projects. But then I was like, why don't I just combine everything and vlog? Like, I just feel like the process of vlogging and sharing it with other people was kind of the missing aspect of everything. And if anything, it'll be entertaining to watch me struggle through these new things that I have no idea how well, not no idea, but I'm not worried about the outcome. I don't expect anything to be a masterpiece of what I do. But it'll be an adventure. I'm trying to break out of my ego a little bit, because there's a lot of inside jokes that I have with myself and other people that come to the surface sometimes, and I'd like that to also be a goal of like being my authentic self. Hold on, I gotta go get the pizza because I can smell it. I don't know why I just didn't want to edit, really, because I'm still learning how to really figure all this stuff out, and so I also kind of just wanted to leave in the behind the scenes, it was very hot. I'm just trying to learn as I go, and I really want to keep like inserting more GIFs and change the songs. Maybe I'm using like a Microsoft editing software, and if I upgrade, which I haven't done yet because I don't really have the budget for it right now, I'm gonna try to use the software a little better. But I'm like, it's actually kind of easy once you get the hang of it. But let's keep watching. So like I said, I don't really remember what I was saying, but that I originally wanted to do a podcast, but I don't. But now we're doing this, and when I was trying to do my podcast journey, I was looking in Spotify of like looking up existing names. Every name that I thought of, I was looking in Spotify to see if it was already taken. And there are way more podcasts than I thought there were going to be. And so that kind of slowed me down a little bit, because I was like, I want to have the perfect name that fits what I want to do, but everyone else got it before me. So congratulations to you if you're one of those names. And I'm eventually not settling, but I have looked at YouTube to see if there are other channels with the name that I want to have be the name of this channel, and there's only one, but it's not. Oh, there's a good one right there. I don't know, but I don't really care at this point if there's. So anyway, it's gonna be the art of life, and every month the life part will change to the art of whatever I'm doing that month. So whether it's ceramics or knitting, cooking, running a marathon, whatever it is, whatever I feel called to do, I think that'll be the monthly update, the art of blank. And like I said, the ultimate goal that I feel called to is to really just connect with people and share stories and experiences, and maybe get down to the bottom of some worldly things. That was getting very philosophical, but I feel like it's also important, like I've mentioned before, that to show this process can help other people learn. So I feel like even having the interaction with these people is enough for other people to have interactions with people. It's just all about communication, and I think that's a big part of it too. And if we don't learn anything, that's a lesson in itself, and we can still move on. Like I said, I'm trying to push my comfort zone. That's a big part of this first video of making a YouTube video, is to push my comfort zone of being seen, or my fear of being seen, and express myself that's not, I don't know, whether it's right or wrong, just to learn from that experience. I eventually did cut a part out because I was rambling on about stuff that I'd rather have come up in the future videos of, to mirror other things that I wanted to talk about that I thought would be a little bit more naturally occurring with other people. So continue. Aspects of to life. Mirror aspects of life that are now hurting people, and there deep down there's this, and I love the song called Sweet Disposition, of sorts that humanity usually through humor, which I think could be one of my things to do, is like a comedy, like an open mic. So I might be telling jokes in a bar somewhere. So through humor, most of us can relate to and get back to reality in some way or another, that we can find, we can understand each other a little bit better, of pointing out the flaws in a way that is a little more graceful, instead of yelling or just immediately jumping on someone for really just not knowing the full story of why someone is the way they are, why they're doing what they're doing. Anyway, enjoy the rest of this video, or no, I don't care. I may be calling you soon, if what you do is what I want to do, and to learn about what you love and build a community off of. I ran out of notes. How we can connect, and like I said, I'm not interested in becoming a total master of anything, but I want to show you off. There's some really cool and amazing things recently that people have taken, and what we think to be like the end of a niche. Like, there's nothing more that you can do with like knitting, and people like on Instagram that I've seen are like, I would have never thought of to do that with like leather making. There's this company on Instagram that was making suits that were like really artistic, and they were custom, and they would embroider things on these suits that were helping the people ordering them to tell stories, and it was bringing this craft of embroidery to a whole nother level that I don't think anyone expected. And I think that's another goal, is to like really push boundaries of this, of a craft, whatever it is, to think about it in a different way that is not expected. And I think it'll help our psyche a little bit of how to transmute maybe certain negative aspects of something and make it positive, but we'll see. Anyway, I love you guys. Keep going, even if that keeping going is resting and or not. Go get out of bed. Go. I think your gut will tell you what you need to do. With that, I'll see you next time. Again, love you. Bye.
So, this is the box to start all the projects. The art of life. Here it is, folks. Digital camera. Obviously, I could use my phone, but this will hopefully give me a little bit better video quality and sound quality, and got a moment. Okay, so I'm to Target SD card, because one that I found was only 2 gigabytes, because back in the day that was like the mid-sized storage. However, this is 64 gigabytes, which says it's 80 minutes, but that probably depends on the quality of the video. But for now, I don't plan on taking that great of quality videos. The phone camera is probably better than this camera. However, I don't want to have my phone around all the time. How are you supposed to open these? See? I'm gonna get back. BRB. I don't know where my scissors are. Okay. Oh, that was close. So this has a little micro SD, which, okay, so yeah, just like this one has the little micro Velcro. A little converter. The actual storage, I'm assuming, oh my gosh, really? It's one of my pet peeves. Why? I understand, like, theft and trying to keep your products in a secure. If it takes me more than 5 minutes to open anything, I start having anxiety. Okay, so the actual storage in this little guy with 64 gigabytes. We've come a long way. Okay. Now we can begin. I did take some video on this yesterday of Oliver and Joe. It's pretty cute. I'll post that later. Okay, wait, I can't see the little thing. Then it clicks back out. And I also have a microphone, which I don't know how that works either. Oh, that's okay. So you just slide the thing out, and then I don't know. How does this work? Thank you for choosing. Built-in low power. Cool. No. DSLR. That means DSLR. Screw the hot shoe connector to the hot shoe. This is what this is called. I didn't know that. Okay. Hot shoe connector to the hot shoe holder of the device and fasten it clockwise when the hot shoe is occupied. Hot shoe! Bless you. Okay, do I screw this back in? Okay. Hot shoe! Get your hot shoe. Oh, maybe it goes this way. That's why. It just had to turn it. I didn't think it would fit that way. Okay. Hot shoe! Got your hot shoes. Okay. Oh, there's a little switchy doodad. Could you imagine? Hot shoe! so funny. Okay. Welcome. Thank you. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do 2 in 1. Hello? I guess let's see what happens when I turn this on. Hello? 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 I'm turning it, just turn the hot shoe.
I'm probably very close to my face. Hello. Meow meow.
Camera inception. Oh, there's Micho. Hi, Micho.
Micho. Oh, this is hard to do backwards. And there's Oliver. 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 Okay, go turn this down. Look at me, I'm filming.
I know, since I've been filming for years, but not with this camera.
What are we looking at? Oh, it's not bad. This is my outside. My outside. And this is my living room. Fireplace. I know I'm in Florida and it's 1,000,000 degrees right now. August. And I do have a pumpkin already too. But that was a free pumpkin. So don't give it to me. They had pumpkins at Target today.
And it gives me anxiety anytime I see pumpkins in August and back to school stuff. I don't even like to say it out loud. Back to school gives me anxiety. And 6 years out of college.
Well, I didn't really plan to do anything else today besides get the SD card because anything after work takes a lot of energy for me to do these days. Oh, I did order a stand too. We'll see how that goes.
Alright, folks. Well, until next time. Bye, love you. Say bye, Oliver. Bye.
Still learning how to edit. And this is the unboxing of the Amazon stand that I bought. And it was a pretty big struggle, I just think, because it was after work and it was like 8:30. The leg broke already. This is a struggle. Like, there was a level that I was trying to mess with, and like I couldn't. I couldn't figure out how to get the camera to like sit in the little holder that it had, and it was pretty frustrating after a while. So alright, now I turn it on. It's Saturday, August 12th at 8:15 p.m. It's hot out there, folks. I feel like you're logging the bar ropes. I can turn on I'm seeing something off. So I'm not really sure if I level it though. Yeah, that's level right there. I'm a pro. Alright, well. What's happening here? I feel like something's still off. Ta-da! I know, why can't I turn the light? I think it's because the battery's off. I don't know, it's just light flashing. Oliver. Ah, hey, get on your wing. Oh. Alright, well. Here we have it. Now this way. Alright, this is... I still don't know which way is the best to go. Man. Alright, so this is technically the exit portion of this video. I didn't ever find anyone to interview, mainly because I only emailed one person. So it's just gonna do my own thoughts about what I could have done better, or what went wrong, what I liked. It was definitely a process I didn't think would be as involved as it was. There's so many elements, cameras, software that I was thinking would go easier than I thought it would be. But I think just the nerves of it too, of like trying to be on top of everything while you're doing it is kind of a big hurdle, because I was going at most of it without really knowing what I was doing, so like learning as I go, and having you guys see the process was pretty intimidating, because I would get stuck in my head a lot, as you could probably see in the previous portions. I still have some notes, but I think I'm a lot better when I'm kind of off script for some reason. So just a kind of summary: every month be something new, knitting, drawing, painting, ceramics, and learn about that craft a little bit, and the people doing them and why they're doing them, and any hurdles or obstacles that they've faced, and the reasoning of why they're doing what they're doing, and just trying to get a little backstory from them and include my own story with that process as well. This is my last day of this portion. I'm gonna post right after I make this video, after I edit a few more things, and we can go from there. I want to keep everything probably under, or in between, probably 30 minutes to an hour. Have my own little and there are some even yearly goals now that I want to include. We'll keep those a little bit of a surprise, but after a few months of this, I will start doing other things that each month will include something that is part of another big thing that I kind of envision going forward, maybe next year, as we move into the fall. There was a lot of emotional stuff that came from this. Like I said in the beginning, like my fear of being seen and being able to just express myself as I am to potentially millions of people is kind of frightening. And there's a lot of thoughts that pop into your head of, what if nobody likes this? What if there's, I don't know, the insecurities of your appearance, your speech patterns, your just your character in general can be judged in a way that you to be so exposed is very very wild, just feeling of you're just trying to be yourself in a way, and just try to push those boundaries that maybe were ingrained in you when you were young, of nobody wants to hear what you want to say, and I don't think that I necessarily have to have a YouTube channel, but it was starting to get to the point of I wanted to interview a lot of people and hear their stories, but based off of there are squirrels above my patio, and they are chewing off seeds of the pine cone and of the pine trees above my patio, and there's a plexiglass roof above my patio, and every time a seed drops it sounds like a gunshot going off. Anyway, but I wanted to interview these people, but an active process of an art therapy almost, of why we chose this, why they chose this route, why I chose this route to do this, and just to get into the nitty-gritty of experience and what we can learn from each other moving forward, and how to use the creative process to connect to each other and be a little bit more open to the possibilities of how to use these media to change certain aspects of the world, and thought processes that happen when you're more hands-on with something versus just on a computer every day. Because a lot of your brain processes the same things way differently when you're malleable with the ideas instead of just in your head. You can put those thoughts into some sort of action, and it kind of bridges the gap between thinking and reality. So anyway, I really hope you guys can learn something as well. That's the other aspect, is to help you guys learn a thing or two. If it's not anything emotional or whatever, it just at least maybe helps you figure out what you want to do with your life and what questions you can ask as you move forward with your life's journey. So with that, look forward to next month. I've already I'm gonna try to contact someone that I know in Nashville, and we can go we can go from there. I gotta contact this person and see when works for them. My birthday is next month too, so maybe I can make it a dual trip purpose of going there and celebrating my birthday as well. So there are cheap direct flights to Nashville, so, and I've never been there, and it seems pretty cool. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Keep going. Love you. Bye.